Welcome graded students to our fourth video this week, Language Skills, Participial, and Gerund Phrases. Please turn your literary companion on page 260 to 261 and make sure that your materials are ready. The learning objectives are: first, identify the participial and gerund phrases, and second, write the participial and gerund phrases. Participial and gerund phrases can be easily confused because both participles and gerunds end with ing. With both participles and gerunds, a verb changes form to function as another part of speech in a sentence. In the following sentences, the verb wags describe an action that the dog is taking. Example 1. The dog wags its tail. With ending ing added to the verb can become a participle or a gerund. If a new word begins a phrase, it is now a participial or a gerund phrase. How can you tell the difference between the two? First, identify the phrase. Then, read closely to determine how the phrase functions in the sentence. If the phrase functions as an adjective that describes the noun, it's a participial phrase. If the phrase functions as a subject or an object in the sentence, it's a gerund phrase. For example 2, the dog wagging its tail happily is trying to give you a message. The participial phrase is made up of the words wagging its tail happily. The phrase begins with the present participle wagging. The phrase wagging at its tail happily functions as an adjective that describes the noun dog. Example 3. Wagging its tail is how a dog communicates its happiness. In this example, wagging its tail is a gerund phrase. The phrase begins with a gerund wagging. The phrase wagging its tail functions as a subject of a sentence. Let's practice and apply participial and gerund phrases. Read each sentence below, then write the phrase in the box. Then, write participial phrase or gerund phrase to identify its type of phrase. Please pause this video as you answer. Let's try to answer. A. Running through the forest was her only defense. The phrase is running through the forest. It's a gerund phrase. B. Walking along the shoreline, I had to step carefully to avoid the rocks. The phrase is walking along the shoreline. It's a participial phrase. C. The rain rolling slowly down the window pane only made me feel even more anxious. The phrase is rolling slowly down the window pane. It's a participial phrase. D. The kids racing through the playground don't have any worries at all. Racing through the playground is a participial phrase. Lastly, E. Combing his hair was completely forgotten as he hurried out the door. The phrase is combing his hair, and it's a gerund phrase. 2. Write a sentence about the past or future using at least one participial phrase. And 3. Write a sentence about the past or future using at least one gerund phrase. Here are some possible answers. People hoping to learn from their pasts are not afraid to make mistakes. Working hard in school is one way to help a successful life. In summary, though present participial phrase and gerund phrase can be confusing at times because they look similar, functions of the word determines the difference of the two. And participial phrase never functions as a subject. Gerund phrase does. I hope that you learned something today. If you do, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.